Okay, so our group had the George Foreman grill, and in our group was Brittany Havey, Edwette Arney, Rachel Matyastik, and Andrew Peterson. Okay, so I had the market research for the George Foreman grill, and the purpose of a grill, or the George Foreman grill, is to have an alternative to an outdoor grill. Electric grills, what you're looking for in an electric grill, you want to have from 1,000 to 1,500 watts. But in the George Foreman grill, it only had 380 watts, which is very minimal. Floating hinges would make for more space for your food, and for the George Foreman grill, it didn't have the floating hinges, so very minimal food was able to cook. The George Foreman grill was one of the objectives was that it was cheap to make. It had 4% reduced fat, which is not a very significant amount. Just as far as the reviews goes, it was not the most recommended of indoor grills. And also the prices, it was $17 online with $25 retail.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have it that way.
Let's catch Edwette burning himself.
God damn it.
I got this. Okay. Oh, look at those gorgeous.
No, we don't. Paper towel.
Ew. Chicken grill.
Okay. Some of the claims of our products included slope plates, which are a patented design of George Foreman to help the grease drip off, and that removes fat. In the video you saw the grease dripping down, that drip pooling grossness was this feature. Even heat distribution. We think it's pretty safe to say there was even heat distribution. All the chicken was evenly cooked. The plates are supposed to have a non-stick coating, which is slightly debatable because, as you also saw in the video, there was lots of stuff stuck to the grooves, and it was kind of a little bit difficult to get the chicken up, so not completely effective. And then dishwasher safe accessories like the drip tray and the spatula that was provided are supposed to be dishwasher safe, but they're pretty pathetic. And we did not have access to a dishwasher, so I'm not exactly sure if they're dishwasher safe, but they don't look it. So about 50-50 on the claims here. We're not really sure how accurate they were.
Okay, so this is going to be an overview of the parts we found when we disassembled our George Foreman grill. This is the heating element of the plates. They both look like this, actually, and they're like clamped or cemented in or something. We couldn't remove them. They looked like copper tubing filled with ceramic with a wire running through the middle, but I can't be sure on what was in the middle. These are some brackets that the top half, or connected the top grill plate to the top half of the grill. Okay, this was a weird disc-shaped assembly that we found on one of the wires leading into the bottom heating element, and it said Thermaster on the side. We're not really sure what it was or what it did. I ripped it apart to see what was inside. Next, this is what was on the inside of it, and we're not sure what it does, but it looks kind of cool. This is the part that this slide is trying to show. It was connected to the wire that ran into the whole Thermaster assembly. We're not sure what it does. It doesn't say anything on the side about its function. Okay, this was the LED light setup from the inside, or from underneath the top casing. When you plug it in, it turns on the yellow light to show that it's on, heating up. Here's the light, the diode itself and its casing, the wires, there's a resistor, insulation, and a bracket that held it on. Here is the spring that connected the top to the bottom of the grill, and next it was sheathed in this fabric to keep it from getting caught. All the wiring also ran through the inside of the spring. Here's all the screws we took out to take it apart. Here's the two ends of the main wiring that went throughout. There was also a yellow colored piece that just was in the top half. I think that was the one that ran into the lighting. Here's one half of the electrical plug that I sliced in half. This is a shot of the bottom casing of the grill where you can see that grease has dripped off the plate and into the casing and just pooled up and congealed and gotten all disgusting and gross. Here's a picture of just the simple kind of slide-in hinge that they use to connect the top plate to the bottom half. And here's a picture of the thing kind of back together, what it looks like from the outside.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the design trade-offs that were included or that were made in designing our appliance. Some of the cons of the appliance are that there's a small cooking surface of about 36 square inches, which limits the amount of food you can cook in it. It also has a single hinge design, which limits the thickness of the burgers you can actually fit inside it. There's no on-off switch, no timer or temperature gauge, which is kind of weird because it's a grill, it's supposed to have all that. And the cooking plates are non-detachable, and the appliance itself can be immersed in water, which makes it difficult to clean. Though the appliance had these cons, it performed its intended function pretty adequately, and it grilled both sides of the meat evenly and quickly. It also has a fast temperature recovery, which means that it heats up and cools down in a quick time. And it also has a small countertop footprint, which makes it more portable. And the most important point is that it's inexpensive, it's really cheap. Basically, the designers were trying to target a particular group of consumers, such as college students, who don't really need a really high-end grill. They just need a cheap one, which has the most basic features. So it's accessible to all consumers.